rise. Pledge allegiance to the flag
of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
A luminous silent prayer, please. Amen. Okay, it is Tuesday, January 17th, 2023, 5:30 in the evening. We're in the Municipal Center. And I have a roll call, please.
Yes. Scott Markey,
Here.
Rick Weber.
Here.
Greg Thorney.
Here.
Rose Jackson.
Here.
Elizabeth Skinner.
Here.
Chris Chapman.
Here.
And Susie Webster's here. We've got a full house.
I want to welcome Rick back. Thank you, Rick. I hope you had fun the last couple of weeks.
I
So,
did.
good,
We
good.
have.
Canada was actually warmer than it was here.
Really? Wow. Cool.
Except plenty of snow.
Well, we're glad you're back. So,
It was hot in this room.
yeah.
It was not.
All right. Can we have the review of the minutes from the January 3rd, 2023? I'll take any additions and corrections, and if not, would have a motion to, or not a motion, but to comment consent.
I believe they're perfect.
Pretty good. Not saying that they're right, but everybody okay with them? Comment consent? All right.
We're good.
Okay. All right, we don't have any persons before council, and I don't really have anything for communications of mayor this evening. So let's move on to Bath Development Authority.
We're meeting tomorrow night. We moved it. Bill is still working on the selfie project. We're gonna get together and have a plan meeting for that we want to plan here for 2023. But we're moving and grooving, and I'll let you know our next meeting.
Okay, all right. Okay, Parks and Recs. Looks like we have an application here, but I think we filled our position because we only have one position, right?
Resignation, and so we got.
Oh,
Go to your
okay.
next
We
page.
got.
Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah. So, you know, I think we should just acknowledge that we have received a resignation and think about, you know.
Yep, I mean, with Matt, I mean, we know Matt real well, so I don't know if everybody wants to peruse this till next
Ask him to
meeting.
come and
Okay.
the board of council.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, well, we had a resignation with the Parks and Recs, and we have a volunteer application for Parks and Recs, so we'll ask Matt Pennington to please come before the council so he can talk with us next meeting if possible.
And there might be another one coming then, too, Scott.
Okay, there may be not, okay, all right. Okay. All right, let's move on. Planning Commission,
All right, council, we met on January 5th as planned. We continue the task analysis of the 2017 comprehensive plan. We've been drafting some of the ideas as we're looking for the next comprehensive plan and addressing some of the friction in town that's been going on the last couple weeks. It's become aware or more common. So we're looking at some of the ideas that that have been coming out of these to include in the next plan. And then lastly, we've had members from the committee attending the Historic Landmarks Commission's rail trail, et cetera, to be able to get the firsthand perspective on how those committees are doing with the old stuff and then help steer the next. So again, the big task for us is the comprehensive plan. So we've been trying to stay on target with that while supporting the other things. Any questions for me?
yeah, any questions for Larry?
Thank you.
Thanks, Larry. Rails and Trails,
I think probably the big news with rail trails, streetscape, and the train depot, other than the reports we've gotten, is that the DOH is going to visit us next Wednesday morning, the 24th, and look at their projects and come down to the depot, meet with Pete and Rebecca and the rail trail folks and have a look at their projects, also the state park project. So other than probably what we've received as far as reports that
Right.
they've already sent.
That's about it.
The
Yeah.
only new thing that I know about.
I think when DOH comes, we need to take them on a drive down Wilk Street.
Fast.
I got an email from.
Can't go too fast now, because I'm hollering at people running up down there, flying up and down the streets,
Just
so
to the point.
I understand
I
that.
got an email from the paper today asking me about what's going on. I said DOH is fully aware that it's theirs.
Right,
They can bring later on.
no,
Give them-
it's not a bad idea, so let's, next week when they're here, let's
Talk to them.
have them take a tour and say,
Let them
look,
drive.
would you please look at this road and what kind of deterioration that you've left the town road or this state road in, and we want something done about it. Can't hurt.
If I could, sir.
Yeah.
Got the same phone call from the paper today, on the same topic. And one thing I do think the town should look at, and I conveyed this to the paper, you know, if they come in and pave it, that's great, but we still have sidewalk issues and a bunch of other stuff, so.
Well, they know they just can't pave over everything that's messed up.
Correct.
They know that.
Okay, and that's what I'm saying, so that may be.
Yeah, it's not a quick fix.
No,
believe me.
so we're talking, you know, the sidewalk guys, we're talking a lot of folks from the town that may need to have to work together to really get that to where it needs to go was one of my thoughts for the paper.
Yep. I
Okay.
agree.
It's going long enough that it's a very big, complicated project. Drainage,
Absolutely.
Sidewalks, all that. It's a mess. So,
Yeah, so it won't hurt though. I think it's a really good idea, so,
Yeah, why not?
okay. All right, well, we're down to Landmarks Commission.
Well, I'm here to report that we had our meeting January the 12th. All the members on the commission were present, and we had 8 community members in attendance. We heard comments from David and Gail Folds about their prior historic property experiences in the big capital of DC. We also heard from Susan Webster about the progression of the train depot. Beth came by and brought us up to date on the 3 cemeteries in town. The commission approved the following goals for the first quarter of 2023, and that is to provide training for the commission members and the public, to write grants, and to support the ongoing projects, the train depot and the cemetery. And Zach is currently preparing a draft of some information that we're going to be able to share. So we're hoping to get that so we can look at it in January and review it at our February meeting. The second quarter goals would be to educate the public and update some of our plaques that we currently have out there and add some other ones. Our next meeting is for Thursday, February the 16th at 2 p.m. And I've arranged for an 800 conference calling number. So I know Zach's not able to be here with him being in school, but he'll be able to dial in that way and participate on our meetings. Any questions?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for that update. All right, clerk and recorders, Madam Clerk, do you have anything?
Yes, we have an audit on February the 6th. That is the audit firm will be coming out of Morgantown to review the Town of Bath, Berkeley Springs water and the court books. Also wanted to let you know that it's budget preparation time, and the state puts on a workshop that is going to be on February the 22nd. It's at the Holiday Inn in Martinsburg in the evening from 6 to 8, but you do have to sign up for that. It is free. The other item is to let you know that the hotel motel fund applications are done. I will have them up on the website tomorrow, and also you can pick them up here in the town hall. They need to be back to the town by the 28th. The last thing I had was the election calendar. We did run into a little bit of a question regarding the June 19th and 20th, because they would be the 6 days after the election date. So I need to clear that with the election board and verify that I can keep those dates the same, or if I can move them out a little bit. So I'm not going to ask for you to approve the calendar at this point in time. I'll move that to the next meeting.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Do you have anything, Madam Recorder?
No, I don't. I'm gonna be in Charleston next week on some personal legislative business. So I will try to make time to see our representatives while we're down there and express to them our desire to have Wolf Street handled and all the other things that need
Absolutely.
attention. So we'll try to work for us while I'm down there on other business.
Okay, all right. Okay, well, let's pay some bills then.
All right. Let's see, so, I'd like to make a motion to pay the town of Bath bills in the amount of $14,709.27.
I'll second.
Have a motion second on the floor to pay the town of Bath bills in the amount of $14,709.27. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries.
Alright. And I would like to make a motion to pay the Berkeley Springs water bill in the amount of $64,791.24.
Second.
Have a motion second on the floor to pay the Berkeley Springs water bills in the amount of $64,791.24. Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? That motion carries.
All I have for finance.
All right. Okay. All right. Next, tree board.
Tree board meets tomorrow, so I will report on our meeting for tomorrow next time.
Okay. All right, grants, anything?
I have no updates right now.
Okay. Public safety.
Yeah, we just met upstairs, and as you all know, Tony has resigned as chief effective the 16th. So we have, agreed to move Richard Cook up to interim chief part-time. Tony will be helping him with all the adjustments, and, Tony will be staying on as an officer. And Nick goes, for his, PT in Charleston on the 24th. It depends on that if he gets into the academy or not.
Okay. Okay.
Officer Queen.
Yes.
So if he passes the thing on the 24th, he goes to the academy the
Right.
30th. If he does not, he'd
And-
have to do it again and go to the next
Next
rotation
class.
of the academy.
Okay.
And they have all the guts back in all the parking meters, and it didn't do damage to any of the parking meters according to chief.
Good deal.
Nice.
Good deal.
So-
You all have anything to say? Okay.
Is this our interim chief here?
Yes.
How are you doing?
So, okay. Any questions? All right, we'll move on.
Oh, they would like to know if they could meet him. I'd
Sure.
like to come on in. and
Come on up,
meet
Chief
yourself.
Cook.
Sorry, I just got on work. I'm Rick Cook. I got 30 years in law enforcement. I was prior chief of Hancock. I'm happy to be here. I took the job part-time, until you guys get a full-time chief, so hopefully it won't take too much longer. No, I'll stay as long as they need to. So, I'll stay as long as I need to.
And thank you for offering that and stepping
Oh,
up. We
you're welcome.
appreciate
You're
it.
welcome. I love this town. This town's nice. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, let's move forward. Cemetery.
Just to let you know that the Cemetery Corporation is reaching out to work with other organizations in town to try to address some of the issues with our 3 cemeteries in town. We've been in discussions with DAR to work on the Old English Cemetery. The Morgan County Geological and Historical Society is working with us on record keeping for Greenway Cemetery. And we are also putting in an application to the county to see if they can help us with some of the property projects in Greenway Cemetery. So things are moving forward with a lot of projects going on simultaneously. So as things move along, I will keep you informed. I do want to confirm with Chris and Scott that you can meet on the 24th for a cemetery meeting. We haven't had one in a couple of months.
24th.
It's next Tuesday.
Okay, yeah, as long as it's Tuesday. Thursdays are bad for me, so.
We normally meet on
I'll have to let
Tuesdays.
you know.
Okay, let me know if we have to move it, we will.
Okay.
Very good.
Maybe Wednesday or whatever. so.
That's all I have.
Okay, thank you, Beth. All right, Public Works.
Well, we continue to be blessed by the weather god, so just keep going. And we still have a full work crew, and we've had it for 2.5 months.
Mark that down,
So
people.
we're good. We're in good shape right now. I'm not gonna say any more because it's probably jinx it.
Yes,
We're
please do. All right, is that all, Rick?
Yeah.
Okay, thanks, bud. Ordinance,
Nothing to report other than the next meeting is scheduled for the 7th of February at 4:30. I need to probably reschedule that, so I'll let you both
let me
know
know.
Okay,
when we will do that.
okay.
We can get a notice out for that. So
All right, then.
Waterworks.
Waterworks.
Yeah, the water committee met on the 9th, last Monday. We are over 60% through with the replacement project. Things are going good with that. Everything seems to be on schedule for completion on the 27th of February, with the exception of maybe some cleanup things and repaving some areas. But otherwise, the project seems to be going well and on track. And the only other thing with that water is we have received notice from Bryce Riggleman that giving us notice. He will be taking a job at another department over at Berkeley County maybe. But he this end of this week will be his last day with us. So we'll be putting out ads for Class 2 water operator to try to replace him. So, and that's all I have.
Okay.
The next meeting, water committee meeting, will be Monday, the 6th at 4:30.
And that completion date was February 24th.
Seven.
Which is 7.
27.
So,
Okay.
all right, well, we're at the point in the meeting where I ask if there's any other business that needs to come before the town council.
So you all know me, I pick up a lot of trash and stuff, and there's a couple things that caught my attention. For one, and this could be brought up to the department, of highways. How come our stop signs are always on top of hills and not at the bottoms like most other towns? I mean, if you have a car that's like a clutch or something, wouldn't you be afraid of drifting back into another vehicle? I mean, that's something I bring up to see if, that. But also, the last time picking up trash, I was on Mercer, and I seen there's a slow down sign for children there. I don't know if there's any children there right now, but if the parking's on the other side of the street and the cars that are going through that part of the street are going the speed that they are, I'd be afraid of a little kid getting hit crossing the street to get into that, house or whatever, because parking's only on one side. So is there any ability to see about getting some speed bumps put in there, or one or two? If it could save a life, that'd be worth it,
Where on?
That's
on Willow
right up
Street?
above the C and B.
Yeah.
Right there by the church.
Yeah.
Wait a minute, on Will.
On
Mercer.
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 We put the children at play
Mercer.
signs
Yeah,
up
because
both
of
ways,
that,
a
right.
couple weeks, because there were little kids
Oh.
there.
And
there's
it's
still
not
water.
helping. Last time I picked up trash,
Still
they were
are.
flying
We can
by.
have, we can have public safety look at that and see
Okay.
what we can do.
Yeah, because there's no price tag on kid.
Right.
I mean,
And I agree. We've had this problem on that roadway up there
yeah.
for years. It's not something that just
Yeah.
happened. I lived on that
Oh, yeah.
roadway years ago.
And nighttime's worse.
Yeah.
So,
I lived on that roadway up there.
and with it being narrower than even Wilk Street, if you have your cars on one side, that's a narrow road. It could
Right.
potentially save an accident too.
Right. We'll have the public safety look at it.
And you wrote down about the stop
Yeah.
signs too, because I'd be
Right.
afraid of somebody messing up their car or another
Right.
person's car.
Yeah, we'll have them look at it. The problem with the stop signs, like coming up there at Citizens there on Market, you have to have that stop sign at the top.
Yeah.
There's not much you can do
What
about
if you
that.
put one on each side? But they have to stop if there's somebody there. They got to give them the right of way.
That is a 4-way stop.
Yeah, it is a 4-way
No,
stop.
no, no. I'm sorry. I'm talking about right there at the church. I thought that's where you were talking.
Yeah, right
about.
at the church. That's a
Yeah,
4-way
it's a
stop.
4-way stop.
I'm thinking on the back side of Truist, that parking lot. You got that one road that
Oh,
takes you up there. I thought
yeah.
that's the road you're
Okay.
talking about. But
Nah, I'm
you know,
not.
with stop signs on the side of that, 'cause that's
Yeah.
a bad spot to pull out of there too.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll have to look at that and see.
Yeah,
That's Bath Street and Mercer.
Because if Department of Highways is coming in, why not talk to them about it? And,
Yeah.
they kinda got it.
Streets.
Yeah,
Because
those
it's
are
a
both
town.
town
Yeah, those parts aren't DOH. DOH is of the north end,
Yeah.
of both Mercer and Green.
Yeah. So we'll take a look at it and see what we can do.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Anybody else have anything to say? If not, I'll entertain a common consent to adjourn.
You got it.
You got it.
Wow,
That might be a record.
18 minutes.